The way I first heard this story went something like this.
Were he to be believed, he said he was from the island nation.
The tiny island nation of Lesto.
And if he was lying about that, then he could have been lying about anything.
The gentleman from whom I heard the story said,
"It was I who met him first, and so ultimately the responsibility for his actions has to lay with me."
He then continued his story as follows.
According to him, he grew up a child of privilege.
He only attended the best schools.
His family only associated with the upper crust of society.
Into this idyllic childhood, trouble soon came.
His father's brother,
never his uncle,
envious of their happiness, sought to destroy them.
To this end, he employed every deceit.
Verlassen von seiner Familie, von ihrer Freude und seiner Heimat.
And in this way, he introduced himself to us. And with a story like that, who wouldn't believe it?
And that's how we met him.
We'd all been close friends for what it seems like forever.
Everyone he met fell under his spell.
Pretty soon he was in all of our lives.
He seemed to move through us like a body through tall grass.
It does continue.
Mais ne vous trompez pas, il pourrait être très charmant. But don't get me wrong, he could be very charming.
Francesca è innamorata di lui.
Francesca is falling in love with him.
Pretty soon he was spending most of his time with Lynn. They were inseparable.
It was telling that she said that she had never known a better dancer.
She later remarked sarcastically,
"It was the most fun she ever ended up paying for."
After a while,
he started to place himself in between us.
Oh my!
He paused then, before continuing on with his story.
He never seemed to have very much.
And he was always asking favors of us.
There was also this guy named Stuart.
He was sort of the over-eager puppy dog type,
Who latched onto him and followed him everywhere.
And William, whom he would end up owing more than just money,
Would disappear after his betrayal.
But that wasn't the true cost of his friendship.
After a time, small differences grew into larger and larger chasms.
Until finally, none of us were speaking to each other anymore.
And just like that, he vanished.
He was gone. He was gone like...
And so what ended up happening was...
And it happened so subtly.
Almost imperceptibly.
And finally,
The only thing any of us had in common
was him.
And it was sometime later.
William called me out of the blue.
do you realize that his family history was basically the plot of The Lion King?
And that's the story as I first heard it.